everyone? I hope you are all well. And today we're going to be talking about Jay Slater. This gets deep, it gets thick. That's all I can think of. It's like too thick of a soup. But we've got to do the dirty work and dig in, because I don't feel like we're getting justice the way the narrative's being told when it doesn't make sense. And I found some things and people sent me things, and I don't know if it's all connected or it's not, and I'm certainly not saying it is. So welcome to 1111 True Crime if you are new, and welcome back if you are not. All right, you guys. So you are watching a live chat, which means I'm interacting with those that are in the live as well. There's no timestamps. We don't even know what all we're going to be talking about. So a lot of times when I get to the end of the video on the live, I really hit chat hard and I'm reading it, and we have a lot of brilliant people covering the case that don't have a platform. And so in that, we learn some big boom, boom, booms, right? Now, I want to give this moment to say thank you to my moderators. I want to send a special prayer out for Jennyville and her dad. Her dad is improving, so the prayers are helping. Let's get that done. Everybody put your positive energy for that. And you know it's alive, so I'm going to say hello to a few faces, and then we have so much to cover. I want to pack it in a very short amount of time. I don't want to take up all your day. I don't want somebody to have to watch 2 hours worth of a video. I've got 15 things over there on the whiteboard that I want to touch on. I don't know if it's all connected. Everything I say is my humble opinion, my own impression, my own expression. And when I read somebody's comment, doesn't mean it's my opinion or I agree with it. But I'm sharing everybody's opinion because I feel everybody needs to be able to have a voice. So Mama Bear says, OMG, OMG, take another look at the picture of the Airbnb photo. Zoom in on the lighter metal area. There is a reflection of a face. I can't. I've already zoomed in. Normally I would say that everything I look at, I can zoom in and see where it's pixelated, and I can kind of see something, but I can't. I tried. Sorry. Hey, Steve Cockney. How are you? And Victor, Christine. Just saying hello to a few of you. Thank you, Kate Kelly, so much for that donation. That little snooper chat helps a lot. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. All my mods, whether they're here or not, we have quite a few and I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm not going to start naming them. But I do want to say thank you. If I've missed anybody that's snooper chatted or become a member, I now found a new button on here that will allow me to see it. And I didn't know it was there. So thank you, Kate Kelly. I appreciate that very, very much. Now, we got to get into some stuff here. Some big stuff, right? Thank you, Christine. Thank you, you guys, for the snooper chats. Rachel says, good morning from New Zealand. We have a lot of people here. I say hello to all of you, and I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get into this. I have to unpack this in a live, which I don't rehearse stuff. There's no like me behind the scenes going, and then, no. It's all still stuck in my head, and I have to unpack it. I try to put my clips in some sort of a reasonable order, and I wing the entire show the entire time, just from my own gut, my own questions, my own real life concerns, that this 19-year-old went on vacation and ended up passed away. Nothing at all other than the Guadio Avocado Seville has told me, and that's all we have is words, that Jay was even ever in Masca. Like, how do we know he was even found there? Prove it. There's no footage. If you say you saw footage, baloney. Baloney. So my last video, I showed that there wasn't just the NRG rave going on. There was a whole nother party going on. And at the AU was having a big thing, which is a tavern, which also hosts big parties. There's also like a type of weed, TBC or CBD shop that's associated. And Ahab put himself at that location. And I looked it up, and Ahab had brought up Big Narsty and at the AU, and I wanted to validate if was Big Narsty at the AU. And indeed, yes, and on Sunday as well. Am I saying that Big Narsty had anything to do with Jay? Nope. Never did. Rewatch a video. Not saying that. You're missing my point. So, if the two are going to connect and Ahab isn't going over to the NRG festival, is he really at this place where vapes are sold? And is that why Jay connected with them in the first place? Who suggested that? Now, we're going to get into Jay's phone today. That infamous picture about the AP, right? OMG, we're going to unpack some stuff that just, really? Because somebody told me a big old fib and said that, aw, Claire, thank you, lovely. I appreciate you joining us. Said that Potter had an alibi and wasn't even in Tenerife because he was actually on stage somewhere. I researched it. And who's really standing on the wall with those two kids? Y'all call it the hear no evil, see no evil? Because somebody, a little bird, emailed me and they were like, look closer, Mama D. This person looks like this person. And I was like, no, wait a minute. What? And then I brought the picture up and I'm like, holy shnikes, Batman. Does that put Potter in not only Tenerife, but Masca on June 14th, possibly, before Jay went missing? The plot thickens. Who knows about an AP so much? Well, Potter is a major watch collector. And Ahab, well, I'm just going to show you. Let's start off. Let's go over. I told you it's going to be like word vomit here. Hold on. Brace yourself. Let's just clear the board. Clear the board. Aw, Kate Kelly gifted a membership. Thank you, Kate Kelly. You guys are so kind to me today. Paula, thank you. Have a little drink. I'll drink some sweet tea. Thank you, guys. That is so kind. That is so kind. All right. So, I have a problem here. Somebody sent me this little clip, and it's all the 1111s out there doing the work at this point. I'm just sharing I'm now become the voice of the ones that are sending me the stuff. Okay? All right. This is about that little snap picture or whatever it is. I don't care what the medium is. From Brad, that Brad shared, right? Of where Jay was. Saying that came on his phone. But this other person has that same app, and they're on TikTok, and they're like, this little emoji, something's wrong. So what they're saying is, his Bitmoji has been really badly photoshopped. The last image is what a Bitmoji should look like. Why is his missing corners? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of understanding of this before I play this. Whenever you decide to just present a cutout cookie cutter of something, like of just me, not the room, it's called masking. M-A-S-K ed, masked. You masked it. You put a mask over it. So what we're saying is you're hiding the rest of the story. Now, you can tell when somebody is trying to get real close to the thing, but they don't do a real good job. And you can tell when it's like an icon. Look at this. Just take a look at this. There's no sound. Look how smudgy that is. Let's back up. Now, here's hers, right? Or his. Look how clean it is on their phone. It's very, very clear. No smudgies, no removal, no shadow, no super layer, just a little cutout like a cookie cutter. Perfect. What the hell is this? What in the actual Saturday Night Live skit crap is that? That, I can tell you, a kindergartner could have done better. What in the actual, it's laughable. What is that? Look. Oh, Brad. Yes, Lucy. What are you hiding? Look here. One of these things doesn't match the other. One of these things just isn't the same. Sesame Street shit. OMG, this person did a great job on this. PRG 444. Go look them up. I just want to get that out there. Just thought we'd share that. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We're going to jump over, switch gears. This gets all messed up. This is where the plot thickens. It gets thick. It gets thick, right? That's where it came up with. It gets thick. The plot thickens. All right? All right? Take a deep breath. Let me explain something to you. I am not pointing out people and saying, this person did something. I am not. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm not saying anybody did anything. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law by a jury of their peers. I'm just bringing information that is factual. Big Narsty was at AU, which is where Ahab put himself that night. So don't come at me. I'm not here saying Big Narsty's anything. All I'm saying is, look at this. All right? So on the information highway in true crime, I'm on the YouTube street here giving you a newspaper saying, did you see this? I don't know what it means. I'm asking you, what does all this mean? So let's start off with Debbie, Jay's mom. I feel really bad for Jay's mom. I feel very frustrated for both her, Warren, and Zach, the brother of Jay, and all the family and friends that love Jay truly, because this is bullshit. And I laugh because it's blatant bullcrap. So what's the real narrative? We have Jay last at the NRG. We have this bullcrap little snap picture that even Debbie, which you're going to hear, is like, he doesn't look conscious. He's got sunglasses on at night. Did somebody have his phone? She's asking that. And I'm like, so we've got a quack quack who knows a lot about watches. A lot. I can't stress it enough. I'm going to show you something. Not only does he know about watches, but he has a really good friend named Potter that's about to go on here. I'm going to play it where Potter is seeking an AP watch next. They also tell you, Potter says on this video, his friend that they call Pink Panther just got an AP watch. Now, this is all being said in February. All of it's happening in February. They're talking about watches in depth, every kind of watch you can think of, and Abe is sitting right there with Potter on screen. He even has Abe translate happy birthday to one of his friends. I think was Chuck or something. So Abe knows a lot in OMG 35 minutes of looking at every watch together online with this dude, interviewing Potter of every watch he ever wanted to buy, talking about his watch collection, talking about the AP type watch he wants and what he wants it to look like. And we have this whole picture that may or may not be Jay Slater saying that he got kicked out of a club, that he's taken off with 2 Molly kids, doesn't even spell Molly right. That's weird, right? Okay. Who really had Jay's phone? Who knows all about an AP watch? And would that said person, quack, quack, be like, I'm off to sell it to somebody that I know loves watches, that loves Tenerife, that may or may not be here in Masca as a VIP? Let's find out. So let's start with Debbie. I told you it's just going to go on for days because I don't know what to do here. There's so much information. Take it for whatever you want. Take it for a grain of salt. Okay? All right, let's start with Debbie.
The things that's been mentioned was another snap thing which Jay apparently sent to Lucy, which was a snap saying that he'd stolen a 12 grand watch.
There were apparently 2 pictures of Jay. One, when you look at it, well, when I look at it as his mother, it was like, was he even conscious? He's got a pair of, it's dark, he's got a pair of sunglasses on. There's a caption across his mouth saying, stolen an AP watch. I don't know where that came from. There's a picture of a still of Jay with this caption about an AP watch that's, you can see his arms up, you can't see his hand, you can see his arm. You see a little bit of his hand. There's no watch on his wrist, by the way. And then there's another, I don't know how many seconds it is, of not Jay, but a guy driving a car with another caption, stolen a Rolex watch. And then apparently this was posted into a chat back in the UK. And they were all like, what the hell's, you know, what's this that Jay's just put in our group chat randomly from Tenerife? There was no other conversation, just this quick few second snap. So I have no idea what that's about, or was there somebody else sat outside of him with his phone? I have no idea.
One of the things we've touched on is,
was somebody sitting beside him with his phone? I have no idea. Let's look at that for just a minute. Let me get it in frame here. If I can grab it. Okay. Oh, I'm writing on it. I got so many buttons. So we've all seen this, right? We've seen this. This is the picture, right? Okay. And it says, let me make it smaller so you can see. Let's really look at the wording, because words are very important. Yes, cuz, meaning because, in my opinion, but doesn't mean it has to be, ended up getting thrown out of there. Out of where? AU? Or wherever that place was that you said you was? With 2 Molly kids. Are those the 2 Molly kids that are on the Hear No Evil, See No Evil pick? I don't know. Just took an AP off some CUNT. On my way to sell it for 10 quid, which now I know is slang for 10,000 pounds or something like that. Like big, big, big money. Okay. Would Jay know anything about an AP? Would that be his first thought? Let's look at the timing of this. Let's switch back first, all right? So, in February, Potter makes a video I'm about to show you where he talks all about his watches, goes in depth. I mean, it's 30-some minutes of nothing but literally them going online and showing with Potter there all about watches. Abe's with them, Rocky's with them, and other folks. And he's on this live where there's chat, okay? That happens. Then later, Potter's place gets broken into, like a month or something. I could be off on the time. Within a month or two, his shop gets broken into and his watch and his stuff gets trashed. Who knows what that was about. But Topical Juice brought up this whole other line of story that he talked to a dude that put Potter's name with some girl named Lucy in a swindle deal to take over this shop. Don't know. I did a video on it going, what the hell is all this, right? Now, that watch has been stolen. Okay. I looked it up. Potter has not done any tour or any type of venue that would be listed on this site, which is allegedly a site that reports all these concert dates, and they have all his other dates, and we're going to look at that. So then we get into a situation where it's the Energy Festival. Ahab allegedly is at AU or wherever over here at this place, all right? And then ends up in Masca with a VIP. And we have the AP mentioned in this message over here. Something's all off. All right, so let's switch back. Let's see if I can get this figured all out. Okay, let me start it.
Wait, disclaimer, Chunks is my boy.
Hold on. Let's talk for a minute. It's flying in chat. Marilyn Johnstone says, totally agree, doll, Potter pair. They're all involved, and the mayor, in my opinion. Angels, piece of peace. Hello, my love. Everybody go support her channel. She works hard on the Jay Slater case. She says, I'm a Gen Xer and have only heard of 10 quid, meaning 10K, since this case. To me, 10 quid is 10 GP pounds. Yeah, but baby, you're not a gangsta. Shane Shank says 10 quid in the UK means 10 pounds. Gotcha. Okay. Well, allegedly it's slang. Like weed, you can buy a dime bag, and you know you're not getting that bag for a dime. Okay? You feel me? Britannia Alley says Jay 100% wouldn't say yes, cuz that's London slang, which that's where our little Beavis and Butthead are from, okay? All right. Now, what I'm about to show you, I am not accusing anybody of being involved in this. I am certainly not accusing Potter Payne of anything, Potter Paper, of anything at all. I am simply showing you, I want you to focus on this dude right here called Ahab. Because he's the one soaking in all the knowledge with all the contacts of all the people that want to buy watches. Now listen close to all that I'm going to show you, because this is not me talking. This is them talking well before there was a Jay Slater even known by anybody but his mama and family, right? Okay? So this helps us understand things a little better. So starts off here with some dude sitting in the chair. This guy over here is Trap Lore Clips. Now I looked up what does trap mean. It's like, so Trap Lore Clips is a video, is a creator. But trap itself in the rap world, it kind of is indicative of, from my understanding, and I'm not from there, I don't do rap, so take it with a grain of salt. From my personal understanding, it's a trap in the sense that it's when somebody uses rap music to get them trapped into the drug world. Okay? So anyway, I don't think this dude is like that. I think they're all harmless little weed smokers, but whatever. Pay attention to Ayub. So this dude gets up, but right behind here, do you see this guy? This guy's going to come on camera. This is Potter. And Potter is going to talk. I took maybe 2 minutes of the clip. It's 30 minutes of exactly the same thing, looking at every single watch available. Here we go.
Wait, disclaimer, Chunks is my boy as well.
Yeah, shout out Chunks.
It's his birthday today as well, isn't it?
Yeah, happy birthday, Chunks.
Hey, say happy birthday, Chunks.
Hey, call out Chunks.
Happy
Ayub?
birthday Wallah. I wish you the best going forward. In Somali, dala show an accent sahib KO. I wish you all the best going forward. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Potter paper right there, right here. Ayub right here. So they have somebody there that does not speak English. So Potter tells Ayub, say happy birthday to my boy here. Right? So Ayub's looking at Potter and he's listening to what Potter's saying, and then Ayub's spitting it back out, but in the translated version. So I wanted you to catch that. And Ayub actually hangs out with Potter on a regular basis. So he would know. And also Potter, in a different clip I'm going to show you, talks about Pink Panther, whoever that is. That was just bought an AP.
Wait,
Right?
disclaimer, Chunks is my boy as well.
Yeah, shout out Chunks.
It's his birthday today as well, isn't it?
Yeah, happy birthday, Chunks.
Hey, say happy birthday, Chunks.
Hey, call out Chunks.
Happy birthday Wallah. I
Hey,
wish you the
Somali,
best
give
going
him-
forward.
yeah,
In
give him some
Somali,
of
dala show an accent sahib KO. I wish you all the best going forward. You know what I'm saying? Have to mix it in, yeah.
Why not?
Hey, so they're asking about the tour. People want to know about the pot of paper tour.
Now, remember Ayub's shirt, I am not a trapper? So does Potter have the same shirt. Just throwing it out there for you for whatever you want to do with that. Now, when he talks about his tour dates, remember this is February. He still had tour dates coming up, but none in April, May, June, July, August, or September that I can personally find. So I doubt he was on stage, but I do wonder if he was in Masca, and if we have a picture of that, of Potter in Masca on June 14th. That would be interesting. I know Jay went missing on the 17th. I'm just saying, we'd be one step closer to understanding who the VIP may or may not be.
The tour. People want to know about the pot of paper tour. They want to know when and how they can see you live, and they want to know what tunes you're playing live as well.
When and how they can see me live is literally they can go on to.
So he said it in Somalia. Ayub said in Somalia. See? Molly boys, Molly kids. Uh-huh. So who probably wrote this, right? Which whoever wrote it, according to Debbie Duncan, it came from Jay's own Snapchat, his phone. Mm-hmm. All right, let's look at this. Now listen close to what they're saying. And remember, I'm just grabbing clips.
This is one of the ones I'm working towards, is the Bubba Watson.
Yeah, the Bubba Watson's cold. What else is on the list, bro? If you're up for sharing it, bro.
All about
The
watches.
Bubba Watson, that's a cold watch.
We've got the Bubba Watson.
What else you
on there.
liking?
The next one that I want is the classic AP skeleton.
Oh,
Stop right
the
there.
overmarked one.
The next one I want is the AP skeleton. They're going to look it up. So Ayub would have a lot of people that could afford 10 quid. But would he need to go to Masca? Did Ayub be the one that lifted a watch and mess with Jay and pin it on Jay? I'm asking. And if he did lift a watch, did he then run up to Masca to sell said watch to someone?
Yeah, stainless, please, bro. Stainless is the only way to go with this.
Yeah, I see the skeleton is like that one where you see a few of the real big hitters wearing this one. Is this the double balance?
Yeah,
foil?
yeah, this one, yeah.
This one's crazy. I think Presser got one of these recently, bro. It's so cold.
Yeah, man. Even one of my friends got one of these, isn't it?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, the Pink Panther, yeah.
That's crazy.
One of our mates, the Pink
really?
Panther, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna ask why that was. That's all about. You know what I mean? The Pink Panther, you know.
Trust me, in case Inspector Clouseau's looking for him.
Exactly. That's what you don't
Did you say he got one or he bought one?
Yeah, he bought one.
I'm going to rewind it right there because that laughing, whoever is doing that in the background, that to me sounds like the same person that allegedly was in the recording with Ab and Jay, and they were laughing because Rocky was asleep in the car and doing a little video. I don't know if any of that's true. I'm just saying, listen to that laugh.
The Pink Panther, you know.
Trust me,
Okay.
Inspector Clouseau.
Listen again. They're talking about the Pink Panther. And so he says, yeah, a friend of mine just got an AP. This is February, right? Doesn't mean this person's in Tenerife. Doesn't mean this is the person. I'm saying that this is the kind of crowd that Ab is around. He could get rid of the watch quick. I'm not saying this Pink Panther was even in the country at the time. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying Ab's in the watch business, if you will. When he's in the rap business, he has a lot of connections. If you're 19 years old, who are you connecting to? You're just going to walk up to strangers and be like, hey, you want to buy a watch? It's an AP for 10 quid. You got it on you, right? That don't make no sense. Now, if you're Ab and you allegedly live in Tenerife, but you definitely are in Tenerife regularly, you probably got some connections, and we know he does. We know Ab has connections to people that collect watches. It's a watch brand. JJ, that is what we are all trying to figure out. Who's JJ? Oh, someone help me here. What is an AP? We don't know. We think it's a watch. Okay, Steve the Cockney is asking, did Dodgy steal the watch maybe? Susan says, remember Jay's mom asked whoever has Jay to let him go. And when reporters ask about what was going on by the reporters, Warren said, you need to ask Debbie because she's in control of everything. Vicky says, I don't hear Jay's Lancashire voice in the audio recording at all. No idea who it is apart from Squeaky Ab. Okay, here we go.
It's crazy. I ain't even gonna.
Okay, back it up. I went too far. All
Yeah,
right.
the Pink Panther, yeah.
That's crazy.
One of our mates, the Pink
Oh,
Panther.
really?
One of our mates just got one. Now listen to this really close.
Crazy.
One of our mates, the Pink
Oh, really?
Panther, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna ask why that was. That's all about. You know what I mean? The Pink Panther, you know.
Trust me, in case Inspector Clouseau's looking for him.
See, he's talking to Ab. One of his mates just got an AP. This is the watch world.
That's what you don't
Did you
want.
say he got one or he bought one?
Yeah, he bought one, yeah. He
Okay,
literally
okay,
bought
okay.
one.
Did you hear his friend? Did you say he got one or he bought one? So who's the one? It's kind of like when my two boys were little, okay? One kid was really into Pokemon. The other knew about Pokemon. Jay's the one that knows about watches a little bit. He knows that AP is probably that. But like my son that was really into Pokemon, if he wrote a statement, you kind of tell it was him over the other one because one's more likely to have been the writer of the Pokemon message. So in a sense, everything being said here around Ahab in multiple times, plus the dude he's hanging out with, which is Potter Paper, is really into watches. And so are a lot of these guys. They're looking at watches that are 1.5 mil. They're looking at them. They have watches in collections that they've never worn. Now check this out. Potter Paper said he lends his watches out to his friends to borrow. But a couple of them came back with scratches and damage. And so he ain't keen on that as much anymore. Could it have been a friend that borrowed a watch and then Ahab comes back to sell it to the same dude that owns it, his friend? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I'm just saying there's a lot to this stuff. But if you listen, they're all into watches. And Ahab's the one sitting right there, backing it up, getting full knowledge about the watch. And he's London, so it makes more sense that he would have wrote the message, which in my humble opinion, really makes me wonder if he had the phone, Jay's phone. Because whoever decided to set Jay up for stealing the watch, in my opinion, is the one that we need to find.
I ain't even gonna ask why that was that's all about. You know what I mean? The Pink Panther, you know.
Trust me, in case Inspector Clouseau's looking for him.
Exactly.
You say he got one or he bought one?
Yeah, he bought one. Yeah, he
Okay,
literally
okay,
bought one, bro. He came here with it, fucking showing it off. But it was a lovely watch.
Bro,
Yeah.
beautiful. So that's up there. What else? What's on the wish list?
So that's number 2. Then, cool. Now type in Tony Soprano.
Ooh, I know these. These are cold.
All right, so now, let's see here. Let me open this. I want to show you this. It's going to take me a second. I didn't want to leave this connected because then I get ads while we're not there. So let's get back over here. I got to shrink it majorly. Can you see? Man, it's hard to get it all on the screen. Lulu says, I don't believe the real murderers are not going to be uploading lives, videos mocking. I believe these guys are not the Red Rummers, but know the real story. Okay. See what I'm saying? Like 2 scenarios. All right. So, on tour? No. Potter Paper here. This is Songkick, Tourist for Artists. Now, I'm not saying that he's not on tour. I'm saying this website is not stating it anywhere. And I couldn't find that he was, to the best of my knowledge. What is this? Let's get this going. So, it talks about his past concerts, okay? It's got March 21st, March 14th, March 9th. So the last one they're showing is March 21st in London, UK. Amsterdam, Netherlands in March 14th. Paris, France. And let's look at the past concerts. So he was going really strong until his shop got all trashed, I guess. I mean, it's really strong all through February, all through March. This one, see, August to February, he took off there. But look, last year he was going strong all through July 2020. Oh, I guess that would have been 2 years ago. So there's no reason he couldn't be in Tenerife that I can see. So it kind of nixed his alibi, if you will. Let me see what this one is. Oh, okay. This is weird. I just got to throw this part in. I watched 30-some minutes of these guys all geeking out over watches. And in the end here, I don't know why, but now Ahab, his nicknames are Ahab, Whispers, Quack Quack, What else, you guys? I can't even remember. Now, Potter calls him my man Baker. Bakar. The Baker. Listen. I don't know why. It's weird.
To be creative, and then you want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, share that.
Yeah.
I would always advocate for that anyway, bro. Like, don't ever throw away. Like, my boys that ain't rappers, like, I seen you even rapping, like, doing what you do. I know you can rap bars.
I got a few bars.
I know that deep down, like, you can rap bars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but even like, if my old boy Baker there, like, he don't.
If me own boy Baker there, Ab, Whispers, Quack Quack, and Baker. So if Ab wouldn't book a motel in his own name, then I have to ask this question. This Mark Johnstone says, one thing no one has pointed out is that when he booked the Airbnb in a different name, he gives the excuse that it's because that's what roadmen do, to not leave a trace, but then leaves a comment on the page with his own name saying what a good job Ophelia and the cleaner have done. Baker boy. My boy Baker there.
But even like, if my old boy Baker there, like, he don't rap, but if he said something to me like, yo, why don't you say this? And he does all the time, but his ones are usually shit. Yeah? He's like, yo, do this, do that. No, it's like, nah, basically. But yeah, even if he said something that was decent, I'd fucking put it in there, mate. I just say it in my own way, innit?
Okay. So now he's Baker there. All right. Now I gotta ask you a question. We gotta get into something really weird. This is where it gets thick. We're about to really, I don't know, y'all. I'm just dropping the info out here. You guys do what you want with it. So I gotta make it bigger to read it, but I'll try to move it so you can see it with me. This is from Ab. He circles the date, June 14th at 21:48, which would be 12 from 21 would be 9:48. Maybe at night, I don't know. Anyway, it says, yeah, at night. I don't know what I was thinking. He says, for everyone's head that's cooking, thinking this photo is some sort of a message. I've got my hood on because it's cold. My guy's doing his hair because it's windy. My other pal's got his hand to his mouth because he's lighting a smoke. And the date is 14th of June. Just because decided to post on the 21st of June don't mean I took it that day. Theory after theory getting busted. Well, thank you, because this little post kind of sent us all what? So number one, if it's cold, how come them kids got no coat on, no jacket, no nothing? They don't look cold. Number two, if it's windy, how is a guy lighting a cigarette without huddling down? What, he's just lighting a cigarette in the wind? Even if he put his back to the wind, the kid isn't like huddling down or with his friends to cover the flame. So I doubt it's windy. But it's not what's most bizarre about this picture. Let's get over to PowerPoint. You guys, look. I'm going to show you it for a minute. I want you to think of something. What is the beard looking thing? What is that? Okay, let me shrink it up a minute. Ab ain't got no beard. Okay? I'm making a duplicate so I don't mess this one up. That way if we destroy it, oh well. Let's go ahead and crop this down for a minute. Well, we'll leave this on here. Now, I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm asking you. Because this got sent to me. I was like, you could be right. I mean, Abe's got a really, really weird front teeth. They're all screwy. This dude don't got really weird, screwed up front teeth. I'm going to try to lighten it. See what I'm saying? The beard thing. Let me get my pen. I don't know. Maybe it's a shadow. You tell me. What is this? This is like a little beard and a little tiny mustache with some really beautiful pearly white teeth. So, what I'm asking is, Abe ain't got no beard on, y'all. He ain't got no beard. Let me find that. Right here. Okay, hold on. Let's switch back over. Magically. See, this is Abe. He's got it on the chin. But look at him. He doesn't have white teeth like me, where they're all one level. He's got Bugs Bunny front teeth. Abe's got Bugs Bunny front teeth. 2 chiclets right in the front. And then the rest of the teeth are all little pointy sharp things that are way shorter. This dude has got really, really shiny teeth on the PowerPoint, right? Like, look at this. Look at his teeth. A full grill. A full grill. Also, he got a beard. Look at this. It's a beard that wraps all the way around the face, in my opinion. I don't know. Let's go back over to this little thing. We're going to stop the video and look at it a little better. So Abe shows this. Look at them teeth. Abe ain't got them kind of teeth. And are those glasses actually not sunglasses, but regular glasses? It's just dark out and it's hard to see through them. Now, who wears a hoodie? Let's go back over to the PowerPoint. Let's talk about that. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Let's shrink it up. And we'll put this over here. Never seen Abe wear his hoodie. But look at this. Who wears their hoodie? Who wears their hoodie? All the time. Hood up. Hood up. Hood up. We'll bring it front for a minute. Hood up. Hood up. Hood up. A lot of white hoodies too. You see this white hoodie? Look at this one. White hoodie, right? This one, white hoodie. Right here, white hoodie. Who's this one? Kind of white hoodie, right? Likes the hood up. Yeah. Who took the picture? Was it really Abe taking the picture? That one says Tanya Rose Murphy. Same color too. Good to see you, Viral News. Hello, lovely. Mysterious Detective says, more Stevie Wonders on this stream. Come on, that is Abe. Okay. I respect your opinion. I'm not trying to make you believe anything. I'm asking. Potter wasn't even in Tenerife. He is a lot heavier than the guy in the picture. So I went and looked that up too. I was like, is he really heavier? Let's go look. Whoops. Let's just look at this. Let's see. He's got a big coat on there. Does he look too big there? Does he look huge? Let me get a copy of it. All right, let's go to PowerPoint. I'll show you it. I just grabbed it off the internet. Does he look huge and fat? What do you think? I mean, honestly, it doesn't look that heavy to me. Let's look at this for a minute. I'm not saying it's him. I'm just asking questions. We'll pause it. We'll see if that could be him. Could that be him? Or is Potter just so huge it just couldn't possibly be him? I'm just asking. Okay, so you're saying you can see the legs is a black guy. All right, well, good point. So, I don't know. Probably not then. I'm probably totally wrong. But I wanted to ask because I don't know for sure. I just find it really, really strange. And I wondered. And I'm not saying I'm always right, you know. I could be wrong. But I find it really, really strange. With all this talk on watches, the one person that would know all about watches, have the connection to sell it, know what price to name, on their way to go do it, to me, is Ahab. He's got connection in areas. Obviously, I just showed you what the connections that he's got.
Working towards them, innit? And this is one of the ones I'm working towards, is the Bubba Watson.
Yeah, the Bubba Watson's cold. What else is on the list, bro? If
all
you're up
about
for sharing it, bro.
watches.
You got the
Ahab's
Bubba
the
Watson,
one
that's a
with
cold watch.
connections.
We've got the Bubba
So
Watson.
did
What else
Ahab
you like?
actually have
The next one
Jay's
that I want
watch?
is the classic.
And who took the
AP
picture
skeleton.
over here
Oh,
of
stainless,
these three?
like the open
And
white
was
one.
it
Yeah,
really
stainless,
June
please, bro.
14th?
Stainless is the only way to go with this.
Yeah, I see the skeleton is like that one where you see a few of the real big hitters wearing this one. Is this a double
Okay,
balance?
so
Yeah,
Karma
this
Karma
one,
says
This
it's
one's
Ahab
crazy.
in the
I
photo,
think Presser
and Rocky
got
took
one of
the
these recently,
photo.
bro.
Could
So
be.
cold.
It's not
Yeah,
Potter.
man, even one of my friends.
I'm totally wrong then.
Ridiculous.
I agree with the dark
Yeah.
legs. I didn't catch that.
Crazy.
One of
I
our
was just
mates,
looking
the
at that
Cowboy.
dark
Yeah.
shadow area and the
that's what we call it.
glasses
Bro, that's
and the
crazy.
hood up.
Yeah, like,
I admit I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to be embarrassed or wrong. I want the
The
truth,
Pink
and that's
Panther, you
that.
know.
Trust me, in case Inspector
But it doesn't answer. Did Ahab write that message? Did Ahab have
say he got one or he
his
bought one?
phone?
Yeah, he bought one. Yeah, he literally
okay,
bought one, bro. He came here with it, fucking showing it off. But it was a lovely watch.
Bro,
yeah.
beautiful.
A lovely watch. Rocky on the Stone with the two young men. Are the two young men Molly kids? I don't know. I don't know what Molly kids look like. They're kids. Is his hand tattooed? I don't know. I don't know. I did think it looked like Ahab's legs a bit. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm not saying I'm right. You know that, my loves. You know I'm here to get the truth. If it's not Ahab, it's not Ahab. I mean, if it's not Potter, it's not Potter. Just like I learned a little bit more about Narsty. I went and looked him up. Sounds like a wonderful dude. Does it remove the fact that he was a VIP at the AU that Ahab put himself at that night? No. That info's still correct. Doesn't mean there's anything more to it than that. But at least we're starting to understand where Ahab was, right? Or alleges to be. Now look at this. When you see this kind of a message, right? Who wrote it? Y'all are the one telling me that it sounds like Ahab. Now, there's a message out there that Joseph Morris posts, hats off Joseph, that is about a ransom, more or less, of 30,000 pounds. and about feeding Jay and checking on him once a day and all this. And then when you start adding that up, and then that photograph that was posted that they say wasn't Jay, but it looks like a collar, and it looks like this kid's been beat up, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to share that photo right now. But I've analyzed the photo, and I took that face. And unless they took Jay's face and they photoshopped it on there, which I'm not seeing evidence of, I have a lot of questions as to how that's not Jay. Jay has a specific mark in his eyebrow on one side, very specific. It's a line of missing hair where a scar is. The hair doesn't grow. And then on the other eyebrow, Jay's eyebrow goes very thin compared to that one, and it literally reaches a little further. Jay's ears are a set way, and I can transpose one picture on top of the other and go back and forth. And I'm telling you, if I was the mother of that kid, I would have a lot of damn questions. How do you know that's not my son? It's too disturbing graphic for me to share right now. I'm not sure that it should be shared. I don't know if I'll do it from just the chin up, because there's multiple bruising on that person, very badly across the neck. They've got a gash on their face. You can see where their head's been messed up. Then you team it up with this whole missing boat and all this. So I have a lot more questions. What really took place with Jay? Was it two separate incidences? Was it that Jay was set up by these people, and then the cover, the red herring, is Ab? Ab taking the phone. He's the one putting himself in Masca. He's the one that I believe put the message on Jay's phone. Is he the one whipping the phone out there and doing the phone part in Masca to make it look like Jay went up there? Is he giving a cover story all because of what really is that Jay is in a completely different direction and was separated from his phone? And is he really being held for 30? Right? They said in that message they wanted 30. And then that's what the GoFundMe is, right away. And the police are called right away. Somebody asked me in a post, they said, why on earth, if the Coast Guard found Jay, would the avocados turn around and say that Jay was found on land? And I thought to myself, well, they sure the hell don't want the investigation going on into deep waters, because they would have a lot of explaining to do. Why would Jay be way out to sea? And do they really got to do anything? No. All they got to say is that is where they found him. Actually, it could go right from Jay in the water, Coast Guard finds him, hands him over to the avocado Gazzardos, and those people make a statement. Oh yeah, he was found up there in Masca. End of story. That's all there is to it. But hey, I could be totally wrong. That may not. That could be Ahab. You're right. That very much could be Ahab. And I may have wasted everybody's time. And if I did, I'm very sorry. But out of everything that I told you, don't focus on that. Focus on the whole guy that knows all about watches, that's from London, that may have had Jay's phone, that puts himself in Masca. Just saying. I love you guys. I appreciate your time. I'm sorry if I did something I shouldn't have and upset somebody, but I do my best, and that's all I can do. So, thank you, Haley. Debbie was told it's from 10 years ago in Russia. In my opinion, Jay. Y'all, I broke that picture down, and I'm not going to do it on here, but I broke it down. There is, if he was being held, I'm gonna get off here. More conversation. I've got to figure out how I can touch this subject and share it without offending people, without upsetting people. It's deep, it's dark, it's really hard to think about. I'm going to digest everything for a couple days. I do think Ahab had the boy's phone, in my humble opinion. I think this whole message about yes, cuz ended up getting thrown out of there sounds like Ahab. He probably got thrown out of somewhere. It says me with 2 Molly kids, and then maybe that is Ahab over there on the Tic Tacs, the little white things, right? Because this could be the 2 Molly kids, right? That he is the one with the 2 Molly kids. And it could be that he got kicked out because he stole an AP, and he may have the connection to sell the watch. I don't know. You guys tell me your opinion. That's all I can do is share my thoughts. So I appreciate your time. I love you to the moon and back. And I hope you'll stay with me. Don't be mad because maybe I came out with one little part that maybe it isn't Potter on there. Because the rest of it makes sense. So don't discredit what's making sense. I love you. Peace out. Bye for now. That's a wrap.